Hi, so today I'm looking at Surrealist collage. I've started and I think I've finished one piece, but I'm not sure. I might take it onto the sewing machine actually and sort of work into it on that. But for now, in terms of adding images onto paper, that part I think is finished for this piece. So this is the one that I have started and I think I'm pretty much finished in terms of gluing and sticking and having a go. So that piece, or this piece, I've played around quite a lot, and as you might have seen, I've kind of moved things and then taken them away. So at one point, a little sort of set of drawers appeared, and then I decided that maybe that was a bit too much, and I've actually moved it onto a different piece of work because I still really like that piece. So this is the finished one, which you did see on the picture. But I was kind of playing with the idea of perspective, and also surrealism in terms of using objects that just wouldn't normally fit together, playing around with different things. So I really enjoyed making that one, and yeah, I don't really feel like it's completely finished because I think there's a lot of white space around. Obviously, if I was to frame this, then I'd want it need some extra space to frame. I'm going to look at some. We're going to have a look at some famous artists, dead and alive. Some that are working now, and others that are just amazing. Sort of ones that kicked off the Surrealist movement and kicked off making these incredible collages, either using paint or different materials, all sorts of different things. So we'll have a look at that now. So the images you just saw, the first lot were of surrealist artists that were working at the time, sort of 1920s, 30s, and they were using techniques that I'm using right now, literally just cutting, sticking, overlaying, using mixed media, glue, paint. Some were full painted ones, some were literally bits of materials that had been found or selected, not found, been selected on purpose. The last two artists are professional artists that are working now in a surrealist way, but they're using computer technology, so they're using things like Illustrator and Photoshop and things like that to add those images in, which is great. You can get some really interesting techniques, but I really like the materiality of making something and sticking and using materials rather than hopping on the computer and sort of editing a few pictures that they found online. Although some artists obviously are taking their own photographs and editing them in as well. I've had a go at a second one. So the first one, I felt the first piece that I made with the head and the big eye, that was, I felt more of like a portrait, I think. This one, I suppose, is a bit more of a landscape, although it has an element of figuratism isn't in it. There are elements of a face and hands and things, but definitely more landscaped. So I'm looking at it now. So have a look, see what you think. So for this last one that I've done, or the third one, I'm gonna do more, I think, but for this video for now, just as an example, I used a magazine page. It was an advertisement, and I really liked the fact, I like the colour. It's one of my favourite colours, is sort of turquoise blues colours, and I really like the structure, the real structural parts to it. And then also the really flowing pieces, as you'll see, sort of like, I think it's actually I think if I turn it around, I've got it in front of me, I think it's kind of I think there's a sleeve here, and the sleeve, and then really like the sort of steps. So it's a bit ironic actually, because well, one thing that I'm really interested in as an artist is movement. And one of the things that I really struggle with is movement, because I'm paralysed. So I use, you can probably see, but I use a wheelchair. I use a power wheelchair full time, so I'm paralysed from my collarbone down, and I have a whole host of other things that go along with the package. So movement is something that's that really interests me, and the lack of movement. So I think that's probably what drew me to that piece, that background piece. And I like the fact that it's not on white paper for a change. Not a big fan of like artwork with animals in, but for this one I wanted to make something quite obscure, but also use sort of block colours as well, so like the deep green at the bottom, and then a bit of spotty material, and then who doesn't want a zebra lampshade cross hair lampshade in their house, as long as it's not real. And then I like the woman that's just kind of walking down through it, and then why not throw in a tortoise or a turtle? Someone please correct me, I'm never sure which is which. So that was the final one that I did, and I'm going to move on to, I'm probably going to carry on doing a few more myself, so you might see some more of these. I'd like to work on a much bigger scale as well, so I need to start cutting up different things and start using some more text-based things. I've got a load of newspapers that have been shoved through my door by people with their gloves on because of the coronavirus, so and I've started signing again. So it's because I'm getting ready to do the BSL one, that's why. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed it. Please try and make some yourself. I'm sure there's loads of stuff lying around at home, or if you're at school, have a look round. Teachers have always got things in their cupboards. get the glue out, get the scissors out, practice your scissor skills, and I would love to see some of your work. Okay, so I'll see you on the next video, and I will reveal what we're going to do next. Okay, right, have a good day. Stay safe and stay indoors as much as you can, or in the garden if you've got a nice garden. That's where my children are playing at the moment. Okay, right, see you soon. Bye.